Car park peg is free, we're taking it. So we have dropped William off, so he can go rugby training, and we are down the Fendrod for a night on the bank down here. We've arrived in the car park peg is free, we're taking it. So here we go, baby's on the floor, we've got the scummy tide line from when it floods. See all the dirt and the debris and the dead leaves and stuff like that, and rubbish. And the peg we're going to fish to. Last time I came down here, I think that that pipe, where are we? That pipe out there, I think that was straight. Now it's a bit wonky. But still a good target. But yes. Gotta love the bird life in here. Let's zoom right back. What are we counting? 50 swans? Tell you what though, going back from the Afron Pond to it's peaceful apart from the depot for Royal Mail. Now you got this. But yeah, me and Eddie, he's gonna get a rod out and I'm gonna get my rods out. And we're gonna catch some carp. I've told William and he doesn't believe me. Baby's up. Just gonna remove all the bits of stones and rubbish. I've moved most of it. Found a Brussels sprout. How often are you going to find Brussels sprouts? Just a sharp stone so they don't punch through the ground sheet when you lie down. And we're nearly up, rocking and rolling. There's Eddie, the little socialite, wandering around to the open pegs with his friend. Oh, the rats are out. Look at them all. Christ, there's loads of them. There's 8 rats. There's another one there. Oh, it's going to be a fun night with them rustling around. Not scared though, are they? Really? What?
A fish? It's an actual fish?
What?
Yes. A fish and pig. This is probably a little fish.
Oh, you've got the back there now, you shouldn't go around it. Pull it this way. Pull it. Good morning. Double sleeping bags did help. I was quite warm last night, and then I got up at 3:05 it was on my phone, and I came out and there was 3 swans perched on the edge of the rods. All they'd done is they'd pulled the line when they were digging round under the tips of the rods, and then we had a run at 7 o'clock on my rod. Eddie rushed out to it, and it was a coot. And then while I was setting that rod back up, Eddie's rods had a little run, so he ran out and grabbed it, and it was a swan. Right there. He was they cleared all the hook bait off and left it bare. If you look around this peg, I know that there will be people throwing tons of food down today. It's Friday, the last day of half term. Parents and families come to walk their dogs and walk around the lake and throw more food. Look, there's still stuff. There's orange peels, bread, and bird food and stuff like that they've thrown down. Falling about. That's all still here from yesterday, and that's what the swans and rats haven't cleared in the night. But, yeah, wonder why they've got a rat problem. People blame the anglers. It's laughable, isn't it? People say, "Oh, it's because of all the fishing baits that go in there, create all the rats." There's not enough food for them to clear in a day. And then, weekends come in, it's going to get absolutely bombarded. So, there's your answer. You'll count. We were here at 4 o'clock, and there was some old guy pouring like a bucket full of what was poultry mix. When I used to keep chickens, I used to get these bags of poultry mix, which was wheat seeds and maize and stuff like that, and he was just pouring it in piles all around down the banks. Families turning up with a whole loaf of bread, pouring that out. It's laughable though that the swans still fight over it. They fight over what they've got loads of. Anyway, morning rant done. So we got infested with rats, and we were hammered by this bird life. But yeah, warm night though. My double sleeping bag. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Maybe a bad idea for this peg. Well, ignoring the swans and the fact that they've practically ruined the fishing, it's nice to get up to have a nice cup of coffee. See, it's not all bad. You good, Ed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, got a cup of tea for you there. Moment of calm. No swans around. Who was just pulling my alarms?
The tree.
It's midday, halfway through the day, near the end of what would have been 24 hours, but I've been on the old blower, and we've got to pass till tomorrow. So Eddie's there.
Oh, hi.
And James is by here.
Hello.
Yeah. And I think we're going to move further down the bank, so So we've got another night. It's going to be another cold one. And I'd rather...
You guys catch a fish.
Yeah, we need to catch a fish. So we're going to move further down the bank.
Help me catch the biggest fish here.
Away from the rat run and away from the people feeding the swans. So that done my head in last night. Hopefully things will improve once we get a bit further down the bank.
Now I'm struggling down.
So we're on the move. We've loaded up the bed chairs and the chairs and the food. There we go. Rods are just chucked out with singles. Eddie's there and the baby's up and I put the bed chairs in. So we've officially moved. Let's hope that we can catch some fish.
If this one's going off, it catches my fish.
No.
Because it's on my chest.
Oh, you're going to claim Chris's rod that's next to you, then. So, what are you aiming at, Ed?
The orange boy.
The orange boy, where's that? Up in the distance. So go on. Let's give it a proper... Oop, when he fell.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll do. Right, pull it back a little bit, straighten out the rig and the bag. No, the rod, lift it up. Wait until you can feel connection with the reel. Right, reel until you feel connection with the lead. And then pull it back a tiny bit. No, you're not listening. You, look.
I feel the lead. You're moving it in now.
There we are. So the bag should have straightened out and left the lead closer to us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Huh? So it's not a tangled mess like you always put out.
Okay, now to sink the line.
Okay? So now you can sink the line and then you can put the rod on the pod. On the pod, on the alarm.
The line's sinking.
Do you understand why I said pull it back?
Oh, so
Don't sink it out there when your alarm's in there. You're dragging it through the grass. Hello? You're dragging it through the grass.
sunk it.
Go over to your alarm and sink it from there.
It's sunk.
Now loosen some line out because you know how it's bowstring tight now. So here we are. You're going to slacken this off. There we are. And that'll sink nicely. And any kind of beep you run out and strike.
Yeah.
It's sunk nice, so the swans shouldn't ruin it.
This one's already ruined it.
So that's your winner for the night. PV bag to the life buoy. So, bait in for this session. I've got my bucket of particle. Bait in for tonight is the same bucket that I took to the Afron ponds. I didn't use very much of it. I didn't use any last night because I was fishing where the swans would literally dig at it all night. So it's just solid bags last night. So I'm going to transport a bit of bait out, but the swans are going to leave it alone. I've had a few different distances actually putting it out. With the rod I've got, I think I cast 17 wraps comfortably with a large spawn on. So we'll get some bait out, get the rods on top of them, and hopefully for a fish during the night. Right. Probably 7 spoms across 2 spots and 2 off to the side where I want to put the other rod. But yeah, I'm liking the large spawn. It delivers a bit more kick, doesn't it? But they don't want to fly as far. This section of the video will be the unboxing. Yeah, when we first went fishing and then went back home, a parcel I'd ordered had turned up. I was looking for new reels, but also I wanted something that was as good as the reels I've had. My reels are now 13 years old and I'm still happy to use them, but I wanted something with a bigger spool and better casting ability. So I've been looking for months for something that I actually like, and what have I got? I've got Shimano 6000s or ST 6000 RA. They're like the original budget range, and they got metal handles and everything like that. They're literally indestructible. I literally haven't had a single problem. I never had them serviced. I've cleaned them twice and they've never let me down in 13 years. So I've been rummaging around on all the during the January sales, looking for any kind of reel that I could afford to start with, and one that would match the ability of the ones I already had. And so I was looking for the 10,000 series, anything in the 10,000 for casting ability. I did look at a 12,000 from I can't even remember who they were. Avid, but yeah, I didn't get them anyway. So I went around all the shops, and eventually I say on the shops, I was looking at the computer. I went on to Facebook Marketplace, and oh, it's wonderful. Facebook Marketplace. If you want to find people trying to sell their tackle for what they paid for it 4 years ago, that's where you want to go. But every now and again, you stumble across a bargain, and so I have managed to pick up the equivalent of what my current reels are in the 10,000 range, in the original STRA, and not the sort of newer range, which are plastic handles and everything. So Eddie's going to do a big unboxing for me. There we are. That arrived. Eddie decided he was going to scribble out my address. Oh, what have I done? Didn't like that. Getting too close. So Eddie scribbled out my address, so you don't know where I live. There we go. So let's turn the limelight on Eddie. There we go. Big unboxing.
Yes, it's full of duct tape.
Full of duct tape, yeah. Duct taped all the way around.
Yep.
Don't poke that in too far. Just cut it along here, you can get to the box.
Yeah.
Watch my finger. Well, these scissors aren't the best, I've given you the worst ones. Well, these are old, like my reels. Tasca. Is Tasca still about? Tasca tackle?
Ooh, they've wrapped it in toilet paper.
Well,
No kitchen roll.
kitchen towel. Oh, look at that. We'll keep that.
Is that a reel? No, it's not. There's one of the reels.
Oh.
Ooh, it has a line on it as well.
So there we go. There's wheel one. Second hand, but you're not going to get these brand new anyway. Just a beefed up version of what I've been using for the last 13 years. And if these last me as long as... Oh, there's another one.
Lines came out.
The guy, I think the guy told me that he'd only literally re-spooled them. But he said it quite shallow. I was hoping to use them, but they didn't turn up when I first went fishing, and they were there when I got home. So they visibly they're a good bit bigger than the 6,000, the 10,000, the STRA. I'm not sure how they grade things, but these are the original metal handle, highly more durable, but the case is usually 99% going to be plastic anyway. But it's literally the same spools and everything than the last one. And Eddie's pulled out the last one, he's swinging it around by the bail arm. That'll make it last forever. And they're very smooth running. Oh, there we go. So, we're done. These are going to be my new reels for future vlogs. I'll let you know when I actually manage to attach them. This is the final update. Oh, save my battery. Until we get a run, or it's morning. It is absolutely freezing. Yesterday, it dropped to -4 on the lake. It's pretty much doing the same tonight. So Eddie's double sleeping bagged up, and I'm going to double sleeping bag up. Baits are out. We'll see. We'll see. I'm really hoping for a carp. I don't want a blank video. But it's all part of fishing, isn't it? I come out with the boys to start with, and then I've left Eddie. William left, and I've got Eddie, and he's been having the time of his life. Yes, he's got his phone, but he's outside doing something, not on his phone 24/7, which that's what would happen if he was in the house. He'd be on his phone all the time. So this gives him a chance of doing something that's not digitally related. Right, I'll see you guys. We'll have a fishing tonight, I think. Yeah, I'll see you then. Proper cold one last night. I didn't want to get out of bed for ages. But if you look up here, where the sun hasn't quite hit yet, we were laid with a thick layer of frost. Yeah, that's nice. You can see the banks on the other side are all frosty. The rods didn't move. I say they didn't move. I think I got 2 beeps around about 2 AM. Could have been ducks moving. Could be anything. So. And we're gonna go for all out mega breakfast butties. So we have got, let's start it off, sausage, fried egg, bacon, another bacon, and a hash brown. These are hot. Go. Yeah, breakfast on the bank. This will give me my calorie count for the day. Yep, it's pack down time. The rods are about to come in. There's another swan over there trying to test his luck with me. And there's the 4 sleeping bags that kept us alive and saved us from hypothermia last night. But yes, let's flip this round. It was a proper winter session. Freezing and no fish. But yeah, it's good to get out. I haven't been out for a couple of months and it feels like, well, I got out the other night with down the Afron Ponds with the boys. We had a few fish, and that was good. But down here, winter fishing is always punishing. So I'm not too off-put by the fact that we've totally wasted 2 days of my life sitting down here, because it was great. Right, I shall see you next time we're on the bank. Eddie's down there on his phone, totally ignoring everybody. Ta-ra, Ed. Ta-ra.